The warning lights on your Audi are there to help you better understand what's going on under your bonnet. Let me help you decode your dashboard warning lights. Red warning lights mean you should stop the car as soon as it's safe. There is a serious and potential dangerous problem with your Audi. Yellow warning lights mean that action is required. Something is not working correctly. Green warning lights are for information only. But what do all those different symbols mean? I have put together this video to help you understand what the different yellow and red warning lights on your Audi dashboard mean, why they come on, how urgent the problem is, and what you should do when you see them. If you have a question, please write me below in the comment section.
The glow plug warning light is only seen on diesel Audis and is usually orange in color. Like the conventional engine management light, it's designed to alert drivers about faults with the emissions or running of the vehicle. You'll need to inspect the car further to see what's gone wrong, and it's best to enlist the help of a professional. Although it's possible to drive with the glow plug light showing, it's not a great idea. If a problem with the engine is ignored, it could develop into something much more serious and more expensive to repair. Thankfully, on the Audi dashboard, the glow plug light will begin to flash if a fault becomes more urgent and immediate action is needed. Service warning light. Your car is due a service, it's that simple. The light may be triggered when your oil needs changing, a filter needs replacing, or when your engine has clocked a certain mileage. Think of it as a maintenance reminder rather than an emergency alert. If you drive with a service warning light showing, you run the risk of a straightforward maintenance job escalating into something much more damaging. For example, if you fail to change your oil, engine parts are more likely to rub and knock under the bonnet and wear out quicker. Bonnet warning light. Your bonnet isn't closed properly. When this light shows, you should safely stop your car and lift the bonnet before attempting to shut it again. The light should turn off when the bonnet has returned to a secure position. Audi's clever pre-sense technology uses sensors to predict an imminent crash and put your car's safety features to work. Seatbelts may be fixed to reduce your chances of moving around the car after a collision, and hazard lights are automatically switched on to alert other drivers about potential danger. The pre-sense light will illuminate when there's a problem with its sensors. Try familiarizing yourself with their position so you can wipe away dirt or remove an obstruction if the warning light appears. Driving with a faulty pre-sense system means making a journey with fewer safety features. Lane keeping technology, collision avoidance assist, and more safety features could go to waste. Suspension control warning light. Suspension systems smooth out the ride so you remain in control. So if this warning light appears, you'll probably notice a difference in the way your Audi handles the road. You might find that the body of your car is lower to the ground or that it feels less stable, especially when turning. Either way, it's not an easy fix, and a qualified mechanic is your best option. Gearbox warning light. This light will illuminate when there's a fault with the gearbox or clutch. It normally appears with a message on the information system behind the steering wheel to give more details about the problem. If you ignore the gearbox warning light, you might find it difficult to shift gears. It may sound like a minor inconvenience, but the problem could prove dangerous in certain driving scenarios, for example, on hill starts. Minor gearbox problems can be easily fixed, but if you put off the warning signs, you might need an expensive rebuild or replacement. Brake warning light, also known as the brake system warning light, parking brake warning light, or brake fluid warning light. If this red light remains on after you fully release the parking brake or comes on when you're driving, it may indicate that the brake fluid level is low. Unless you know how to check your brake fluid levels yourself, this will be one for the professionals. If the ABS warning light is also illuminated, this signals that the braking system has malfunctioned and your brakes may not work properly. In this case, the electronic brake force distribution warning light may also be illuminated. You shouldn't risk continuing to drive. The brakes are one of the most important safety features of your car, so it's important to act immediately when you see this red warning light. Engine malfunction indicator, also known as the check engine or ECU warning light. When the engine management light is illuminated, it's often accompanied by telltale signs that the engine is not working properly, such as a lack of power or stuttering as you press the accelerator. This light could indicate a number of faults, from minor issues like a broken electrical sensor to a much larger mechanical issue, like a fault with your emission control system or catalytic converter. If the check engine light comes on, you should get it checked as soon as you can, as by continuing to drive you risk causing further, potentially irreparable damage to your engine. Airbag warning light, also known as the supplemental restraint system or safety system warning light. When this light goes red, it means that at least one element of the airbag safety system is not working correctly. Either the airbag system itself, the front passenger occupant classification system, or the seatbelt pretensioner system, which tightens the belt in the event of a crash. If the airbag system is not working properly, it may not go off in a crash, or in some cases, it could even deploy unexpectedly and cause a crash. Power steering warning light, also known as the EPS, electric power steering warning light. This warning light indicates that there's a problem with the power steering, and on Audi dashboards it sometimes appears without an exclamation mark. For electric-powered systems, this problem could be as simple to fix as rebooting a computer. Find a safe place to stop and try turning the car off and back on again after 30 seconds. If the light stays on, you should take your car to get checked as soon as possible. Diesel particulate filter warning light, also known as the DPF or exhaust particulate filter warning light. If you have a diesel, one of these lights will come on if there is a problem with the exhaust particulate filter, which removes harmful soot from the exhaust gases to reduce emissions. It could indicate that the filter has become blocked with soot, as well as releasing a plume of toxic black smoke every time you press the accelerator. Driving with a blocked filter could cause more serious damage to your car. You should go to a garage to get it checked as soon as you can, as these filters can be expensive to replace. Coolant warning light, also known as the engine temperature warning light. This light will come on when the engine is overheating. This could mean that coolant levels are running low, perhaps due to a leak in the system, or it could be a sign of a larger problem, like a head gasket failure. If this light is red, you should stop straight away, as without enough coolant, your engine could get so hot that it effectively welds itself together, causing irreparable damage. Stop and wait until the engine has cooled off before checking the gauge on the side of the coolant tank under the bonnet, topping up as required. While you're under the hood, have a look to see if there are any obvious leaks. If you can't see any and the light goes off after topping up, then you should be fine to continue your journey. If the light comes back on again after topping up, you should get it checked out to fix the underlying problem. Oil warning light. This yellow or red light is also known as the low engine oil or low oil pressure light. The oil warning light comes on when either the oil temperature gets too high or the oil level or pressure is too low. If the oil is not lubricating the engine effectively, it could lead to expensive or even irreparable engine damage, so it's important to act quickly. When this light comes on, you should stop as soon as possible and turn off the engine. Have a look for any obvious oil leaks under the car and then check the oil levels, topping up if necessary. If the oil levels are fine, then the oil pump may be faulty. In this case, call for recovery if you have breakdown cover, as driving any further could damage the engine. Tire pressure monitoring system, also known as the run flat indicator, RPA, or low tire pressure warning light. Many Audis are now fitted with tire pressure monitoring systems that will let you know when the pressure falls. This could happen over time, or it could be because of a puncture. You can still drive with your tire pressure light on, but you should drive with extra care and aim to top up with air at the next opportunity. Low tire pressure can cause unsafe driving conditions, so reduce your speed and try to avoid braking suddenly or making any violent steering maneuvers. Battery warning light, also known as the battery charge light or battery charging system light. If this light comes on when you're driving, it indicates that the battery is not charging. This could be due to a problem with your car's electrical system, and it could have several causes, such as a faulty alternator, faulty battery, bad electrical connection, or damaged cabling. Your car will run as normal until the battery is dead, but once it is drained, nothing in your car will work. So get to a garage quickly before you run out of juice. Anti-lock brake system warning light. ABS is an important safety feature that really comes into play when you need to make an abrupt stop or in difficult driving conditions like icy roads. If the ABS light comes on by itself, you should still have normal, unassisted braking, so it's safe to continue your journey. But keep your distance, take extra care and get it checked as soon as possible. Electronic stability problem, ESP, or dynamic stability control, DSC, warning light. This warning light sometimes appears as the initials ESP and indicates a problem with traction control. If it's flashing, it means the ESP system is intervening. For example, if you're driving on a slippery road. If the light stays on, it means the ESP system is not working properly. The ESP light will light up with the word off if the system has been deactivated, in which case you may have inadvertently turned it off. To check, try stopping and restarting the engine. If the light remains on after restarting, get it checked at a garage, as the ESP system is an important safety feature. Brake pad warning light. Also called the brake pad wear warning light, if this symbol shows up, it means a sensor has detected your brake pads are too thin. This warning light should come on before the brake pads become dangerously thin, so you have time to get them changed. You should replace as soon as you can though, as if they wear out completely, it could be extremely dangerous.